It's time. All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Hi. Sorry for the delay. I was meaning to be on. Oh, good afternoon, Witch. Hello. I was meaning to be on a while ago, but unfortunately, my wife's meeting ran a little long. So we have that to contend with, and then damn PC client was giving me some lip and some attitude, so we had to repair it and get it up and running. But here we are. We're on. Yay! All right. Woo! Okay. That's enough of that. All right, so Conquest rewards. I earned 631 keycards. Guts me 9th in the Luthien Real shards. 30 Quadme shards. 10 of each signal data. 10 arrows. Gotta love that. Zimbittles. And Electrum conductors. Rhodium heat sinks. And not enough of these. Like, it should be like 100, right? Like 75 and 100 would be fair, right? Right? 5 Zetas, you know, good. It's my only complaint. Should be more. Should be more of this. This should not be as much as that. This should be more. But we'll claim it. And then, oh, look, first place in Fleet Arena. Fantastic. All right. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing good? So I had this misbehaving PC client. Ran the repair. It fired up just fine after that, but okay, we're gonna go place my required units in their platoons for TB, and then we're gonna hop over and do we're gonna do this and nothing to do here. But we're going to hop over and we're going to do this. And we'll do this. So that's the plan. That's the plan. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to roll with. So yeah. Let's just head over and drop these platoons. So they're not waiting on me. They're never waiting on me. We're always waiting on other people. But yeah, I don't want this to be the first time they're waiting on me. So go ahead and move that mic up. I've noticed I've been playing around. You know, I don't like listening to myself, but trying to find the best mic position. I first of all don't have the best mic stand. This boom mic thing. It's actually my table is probably more of the problem. Anyways, all of that is irrelevant. Yeah, just trying to get more used to where to have the mic for a more consistent sound. And I know I need to talk to it, which when I've got my head looking, oh, I've got chat over here, oh, I've got this, you know, it's kind of hard. But it is just yet another thing I'm trying to be better at. Somebody covered my Thrawn. Okay, I'll double check to see. Because if there's an open Thrawn, there might have been a misplace, you know? Like somebody was like, oh, this is the platoon I'm supposed to place a Thrawn. And does not appear to be. Okay. So we get to keep Thrawn. Not that I use him much in TB. I mean, it does happen. It does happen, but not often. Not very often at all. Okay. So, Watt and Asajj. I'm more shocked that I get to place my Asajj. I would think more people would have that and be willing to part with it. But I mean, I guess if you use Night Sisters on a Dark Side planet, I do not. Mine aren't quite high enough to do any of this, and I'm not putting a damn bit of anything towards them for the foreseeable future, unless one or more of them gets named. Gets named as a requirement for GL Ahsoka, which Asajj already is, and I've already got it covered. So we're golden there. And oh, my JTR got covered too. Perfect. Okay, so now we can just go have fun. We'll do these events real quick, and then we will we'll loop back around to the TB, and then we'll head over to the new player experience. Well, my GAC results appear to be... Oh, I thought I clicked on Chupio there. It seems to be holding. They did... if you saw the end of the last stream, we went ahead and full cleared them. Because, you know, one, we had no issues doing so, and two, they had left a couple of teams standing on my back wall, and I made the assumption that they're going to come back around based on my performance. And they tried, and they dropped a battle on Inquisitors, and they dropped a battle on Quadme and the boys. So they've not come back around, so I'm going to assume my score is going to hold and consider myself a winner, chicken dinner. It should be 2 out of 3. And I mean, also, I think even if they do manage to somehow pull a miracle out of their butt and clear all those teams, I think they still are going to be out-bannered. Because I was like 20-44. It was a pretty solid score. Pretty solid score. It might be one of the higher ones I've had lately, in fact. Ugh, the monotony, but we're almost done. We're almost done with this. And who knows, maybe we'll get some more announcements. I really want to know more about the Baylan Skull event. And I mean, we're a month away from Luthien, so we should start getting some details here in the next week or two-ish about what Ezra's going to look like, if he's going to be required for GL Ahsoka. That's a very, very key thing. You know, considering that is going to be a conquest unit that might end up locking a lot of people out from an early get of GL Ahsoka. And it would kind of give us a window on when the event is actually going to happen, because I mean, his conquest will kick off in September. So one in September, one in October, one in November. We'd be looking at, you know, mid-November to early December for the Ahsoka event to kick off, or to go live. I guess it doesn't really have a kickoff or anything like that, but to go live. And then, you know, we're presumably going to have the Balin Skull event at some point in there. So very, 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 very interested to see what's happening now. Hopefully, they're not trying to double dip on things, and that these things for Balin Skull are also going to be for Ahsoka, and Balin is also going to be for Ahsoka. So hopefully all that pans out, but we should have that information here in a few days, or more information. We should have a better idea of what the picture is going to look like. We should be able to see more of the picture, I think, is what I was going for. Oh, oi, oi, oi. If somebody told me when I was like 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, somewhere in there, that the simple act of assembling a bed frame on a Saturday afternoon with my spouse was going to cause the physical discomfort several days later that I'm currently experiencing, I would have said they were full of shit. But yeah, I'm still sore. I am still sore from putting that damn bed frame together. My wife is even worse. She's even worse off than I am. So yeah, I don't know. It's official. I can call myself an old man, but I have a birthday literally right around the corner. What's the date today? Is today the 22nd? Yeah, 6 days. 6 days from now. Oh, also, just a heads up, since we're talking days from now. I don't know what my streaming schedule is going to be like on Thursday. My wife got me, bless her heart, tickets to an afternoon showing, 3 p.m. for Deadpool and Wolverine. So I'm going to go and see that. It's 3 p.m. Eastern time is when it's supposed to start. So by the time previews and all that are over with, it'll probably be more like 3:30. And then and then I'll have a little bit of probably about half hour to 35-minute drive home. We were talking about having me pick up some pizza and bring it home. So it might be a much later stream that day than we're normally accustomed to. Or I know we should have a GAC match that morning. We might just do the GAC and just call it good. We'll see how it all pans out. And then my birthday is on Sunday. I haven't decided if I'm streaming yet or not, but I probably will, because that's last day. There'll be some last day territory battle stuff going on, and potential things on like Mandalore and whatnot that maybe not a lot of folks have seen. So I like to show stuff that isn't the most commonly seen things. Just so people can see it, because I would venture that most guilds aren't at Mandalore yet. And it's cool seeing content, that's one reason I think a lot of us watch streamers. A lot of folks that follow me and I follow are streamers as well. But that's another reason we also follow streamers, is because we get to see some things that maybe normally we wouldn't, get a perspective on things that maybe normally we wouldn't, figure some stuff out together. So I just, when it's something like that, I like to show it, and not as a brag, but it's just like, hey, this is what this content looks like. This is where you can go. This is where you can get. This is this is what's waiting for you when you get there, and you're on your way. So All right. So the Ultimate Journey events, I do enjoy them. They are a lot of fun. Some of them are giant pains in the ass, though. So I don't know how much refreshing I'm going to do. I always typically will refresh one or two of the events to their utmost. In this case, it would probably be Sith Eternal, because you put Sith Eternal with Bane, and his event is just cake. It's cake anyways, but you put those two together, it's even better. my wife is, as we speak, discovering and appreciating the benefits of freshly ground coffee. We've always just been like, hey, we buy the pre-ground stuff, whatever, of various qualities. Sometimes we go cheap. And if you're gonna put like milk and sugar and cream and all that stuff into your coffee, go cheap. There's no reason. I mean, it's obviously better, but you're not tasting the coffee as much. So I mean, you can definitely get away with a cheaper coffee if you're doing a lot of mixing cream, sugar, whatever, syrups, whatever. I'm a black coffee guy. Always have been, always will be. I do enjoy like a nitro cold brew every now and again, some stuff like that, but mostly I'm just hot black coffee. No cream, no sugar, no nothing. So I tend to want a little bit of a better coffee because, I'm actually tasting it. But yeah, so she ordered a grinder, and she is firsthand experiencing the goodness that is fresh ground coffee. But she says it takes too long because our thing only holds so much. So I said, oh hey, maybe we just have to get a bigger grinder. And that's not necessary, but I think it's going to become necessary. Hey, Hippo, how you doing? How you doing, Hippo? All right, I should have started with Ray and SLKR because I hate the Ray and SLKR ones. Hate them so much. Oh, so much. I'm going to throw R2 in here for the stats. Ugh. Why not? Hey, there you go. That's what I like to hear. I ended up going. I went 2 wins, 1 loss this time around. But definite pickup over what it has been. Definite improvement because it was. I had some rough GACs at the end of 5v5. Just nothing was going my way. Nothing was working. Yeah, well, I mean, and with everything that's going on right now with the GAC brackets and like the glitch that's putting all these people who shouldn't be there in like the top spots, what it's doing is it's pushing more and more people down who should be comfortably in the GAC in like Kyber 1 towards the bottom of it, to where the people who are like me who kind of float between Kyber 1 and Kyber 2 are getting much more difficult matches than we should, because those people are occupying a bunch of spots. They're legitimately occupying just a ton of spots that they shouldn't be in. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And there's a lot to spend the crystals on right now, too, so I'll definitely take them. All right, well, that was a decent enough win. Because, I need the crystals really, really bad. I've depleted my gear and my relic materials. So, see? And that's where a lot of my stuff went. I just finished getting the Gungans to R5, but now I'm going to have to worry about getting Jar Jar to R5 probably at a minimum, and then I'll push them up higher. But then I'm also trying to save for the damn GL Tano stuff and for the Balin Skull stuff and all this other stuff they're hitting us with. This is a busy time in Galaxy Heroes. And it's better than being bored, but gosh darn, it's freaking expensive. Oh, nice. Good, good, good. Yeah, I did a pretty good pickup from uh, our raid too, and then Conquest helps too. Conquest was a nice dump of gear, and then this Journey Guide event, this Ultimate Journey event, should help out quite a bit too. Um, don't have Hux to help me reset. She's gonna go damage immune here real soon. I might as well ramp it all the way. There we go. We're fully ramped. I was hoping he'd get a stun. Turn. Where is she? Ooh, she's okay. She's gonna go real soon. How did Conquest go? How many how'd you end up getting? Where'd you land, crate wise? Yeah. Hate this one. They took out Hux. It just screwed up the stun train completely. So yeah, I don't refresh this one ever. Never, ever, ever. I should actually probably take him out and put in like First Order Stormtrooper. Get another taunt. Okay, Huxy, come on, buddy. I need you to, or die. Just die. You know, either or Hux, whichever is easier for you. Hux did not take a single turn. There we go. Excuse me for coughing, folks. Hey, congratulations. We have a JKL unlock. That's fantastic. Way to go. Way to go, Lilith. That's amazing. Are you able to get all the gear and all the Zetas and all that? And yeah, Hux did. Hux was a target. Hux might as well have been taunting that whole damn time. Like, he did zero for me. But big round of applause to Lilith. We have a JKL unlock, and that is a huge, huge unlock. Absolutely massive unlock. Very, very gear poor. It's okay. You'll get there. Oop, that, well, I guess it worked out, but it was not who I meant to click. This is not a bad one to. This is not a bad one to do your refreshes on if it's available to you. This is pretty straightforward, and you can nuke out SLKR pretty fast. I mean, that's just going to prolong it. Well, but still, nonetheless, Lilith, like, is legitimately an awesome accomplishment. Because now you've got a requirement for several GLs unlocked, ready to roll. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, buddy? There you are. Well, I think I'm not sure that Naboo necessarily took people by surprise. I think what took people by surprise was the fact that, like, all of a sudden we're in a raid again that you do have to freaking remod for, and you can't just throw it on auto. Like, I think that's the part that caught people by surprise, because after spending so much time on Endor, where it was basically you hit auto and got a great score. Oh yeah, the raid's not accessible at all. Yeah, the raid is completely new player unfriendly. I mean, even probably like medium-sized accounts are probably struggling to get good scores. I'm hoping they do some adjustment to it, because it's where it's sitting. It's not good. Well, I mean, so I have. I mean, other than the Gungans, I was prepped. I did not have a single Gungan relict. Did not have a single Gungan relic when the thing launched. Well, wait, maybe I had Boss Nass. I might have had Nass done, but I mean, the point still stands. I wasn't rocking in there with Jar Jar. I was rocking in there with Quadme and the boys, and then I bought that pack that they sold with the with the 5 Jedi. But yeah, I mean, I did like 7 million with 5 pretty solid teams, but coming from Endor where I was doing 12, it's feels like I went backwards. Because I really feel like Maul and Sidious. Yeah, Maul and Sidious are a lot of fun. Um, I've gotten my best results with them under B2 without Newt in the team. But that's probably more of an issue with the fact that there's this. If you try to do the 3 of them, Newt's probably not going to live. That's first and foremost, and he has to have just mind blowing speed to even really be able to contribute at all. Yeah, but B2 in the lead with the other guys. Like, so the team I ended up running was I did B2 lead with Sid and Maul, IG, and then Stab. And I got a really good score. It's like the first raid that I did, or the first time I did Naboo, I was at like 4 point something. And then I jumped up to 6 something, and then I'm somewhere in the 7s now. So I'm improving. And I think our target, like our goal right now for the guild is to get like the 256 million crate, which means everybody in the guild has to average like 5.5 million. So I'm surpassing that, and I'm covering a little bit for those who can't get there. But I'm hoping when I add Jar Jar to the mix, it gets a lot better. Oh, we're in an ad break, folks. I apologize. I didn't catch it. I'm a little focused. Yeah, let's see if we can nuke out Shock. Oh, look at you taunting back there. Actually, these Guardians have that AoE ability block. It's probably not the worst idea in the world to get rid of them first. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using Magna Guard. He does okay. He's part of my squad, man. The Newt thing, yeah, it's just not happening. What I really need to do is like I'm calling them the leftover Jedi. So it's like Keller and Beck lead with like Shock and Mace. Like those guys, they're the most boring team to me, and I need to figure out a way to make them feel a little bit better. I just don't have fun. Like I have fun with like the Kit Fisto team and all that, and I have fun with Quadman and the boys, but yeah, I do not have a good time with I do not have a good time with the leftover Jedi. The most fun I have is B2 and Sid and Maul and all that. That team's a blast. That team's an absolute blast to play. It's so much fun. And considering the raid is not the textbook definition of fun, when you can have fun with a team, it's becomes pretty important. Oh, perfect. Yeah, no, I think that's perfectly acceptable. I don't think anybody would fault you for that at all. Yeah, no, Endor wasn't fun, but it was fast. It was fast. It was easy. If you had Leia, you remodded her to get the best solo score possible, and then every other team you just threw in there on auto, and you got a good score. But yeah, I'm very glad that I don't have to look at the frickin' surface of Endor zooming by for 30 minutes a week now. I mean, by the time we were 6 weeks in to Endor, I was pretty well dialed in. Just because I have an R9 Leia, so that gave me a pretty big advantage because I could go to the top tier, I could remod a certain way, but then you had to play it a certain way too. It wasn't just remod and then hit auto. You had to play it a certain way. You had to use certain abilities on certain waves and time everything out. And but then you could get 2.7 million with just her. So once I had that dialed in, the rest of it was then just deciding who in my roster fit best for each wave, and built the best teams possible from the top on down. Well, our ways for running the raids are coming from where I think a lot of people's are. Like we pay attention to what Scribe says. We pay attention to what Calvin Awesome has to say. We pay attention to what Arnold has to say. Scribe's the best. Scribe really, 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 really digs down. Like he's just like he gets into the whys and like you should be looking for this range of HP and speed and all this other stuff. Yeah, Scribe is great. I would love to get to talk to him one day and kind of pick his brain a little bit, but maybe one day that'll happen. Because yeah, he's fantastic, and so we get a lot of. I've got it 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, we pay attention to what he has to say because that's kind of like the way Bit Dynasty is with Galactic Challenges is the way Scribe is with the raids. And Arnold's kind of the GAC guy. Like all those big streamers kind of have their roles. Well, I'm not going to comment on the handsomeness of Scribe's voice, but he does have a very cool accent. I just sound like a regular old American. Yeah, Bit Dynasty is awesome. He's his content he's gotten me more red crates on Galactic Challenges just for from his team recommendations than I will ever be able to count. Like his the way he dives into things is just awesome. Yeah, between those three, you get Bit, Scribe, and Arnold, and you've got all your stuff covered. And then he got you to unlock Rey in one go. Yeah, he's awesome. He's fantastic. He was actually my the first streamer I found when I started playing this all those years ago. And then I heard people in my guild were like, "Oh, you should look at Arnold's video." I'm like, "Who in the hell's Arnold?" And I'm like, "Who's this guy that's like obsessed with the Terminator, but dressing like Star Wars guys?" And then, of course, I got into watching him and realized he's an absolute, just born entertainer. I mean, and his stuff has got better production value than some Disney Plus projects. You see, I'm not, for Galactic Challenges, the only crate I care about, if I can hit where you get 2 Omicrons as opposed to 1, anything beyond that to me is a bonus. So that's kind of where I start and stop. Like, if I can get that crate, if I can get that crate with the 2 Omis, I'm a happy kid. If I can get it all, great. If I could get it all in one battle, even better. I did get lucky with the Resistance fleet. I managed to get everything done in one fight. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get the taunts, but it just magically happened to work out. But yeah, the Omis are so valuable. You just can't. Like, that's the majority of your Omicron income, if you're not spending money, is the 4 a week you get from GCs. Well, so when we're done with this battle, I'll take us back in to today's Galactic Challenge, because I do want to point something out. Since I've got everybody here, I want to point something out that I noticed in the reward crate. That I thought was unusual, but it kind of maybe will make sense. Oh, looks like the rest of our Amazon Prime Day purchases have arrived. And just a moment of silence for the man who makes Amazon Prime Day possible, Optimus Prime. That guy right there. Without him, we wouldn't have any of it. But yeah, the shards thing today, there's something kind of interesting. Oh, is Scribe streaming? I didn't see a notification. I got a notification he went live a couple hours ago, but it was based around the Galactic Challenge. And it seemed like he wasn't having a good time with it, just like I didn't have a good time with it. Yeah, he's probably, well, he might be doing his GAC. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. I haven't gotten the notification for him. I haven't gotten a notification for Arnold either. Which is kind of unusual. Oh, wait, nope. There's Arnold's right there. He's going live in 30 minutes. I'm competing against Arnold. I'm competing against Scribe. I might just throw Arnold up on my TV here in the living room. Not to listen, I'll have the volume turned down, but I can at least like watch what he's doing, because he's fighting a Night Trooper team for the first time, which I don't think is going to give anybody problems. I think it's probably Radis food at this point, but I mean, you never know. Scribe's doing GAC. Yeah, so the way I ended up doing GAC early mornings was one Saturday I couldn't sleep. I ended up just getting woken up very early, and I decided, oh well, I need to do it. I might as well just go ahead and knock it out because I put it off till the afternoons, like a lot of people. You know, hope your opponent comes in, makes their moves, you see what score you need, blah blah blah. Um, well, I was doing it, and this was the early days when I wasn't like this was probably the first one I actually ever streamed, and I got raided by Lost Swamp Rat with like 30 people. And I was like, oh shit, people are paying attention and up at this hour. So that kind of inspired me to the to have a consistent time and to try to make it around the same time and the same days. But didn't have the setup that I had before or that I have now. Like, I didn't have two monitors. I didn't have any of that. I was literally on a laptop on my couch trying to stream, trying to figure out how to do stuff. So I didn't even notice that the raid had happened until, probably 10 minutes after because I was so kind of dialed in. And then I looked over and I was like, what's a raid? And then I was like, oh God, I've got just a ton of people sitting in my stream all of a sudden. But, and that also kind of kickstarted me to one, get better equipment, two, figure out more things about how to do this better. And Womprat started driving people to my streams. I owe the guy a lot. He's fantastic. If you don't follow him, he's UK based. I believe he's a UK military veteran. So definitely, and he's awesome at the game. He's funny. He's entertaining. He plays games in the chats and stuff like that. He's well worth a follow and well worth watching. All right, I think we are tapped out for today's. I don't know if I want to. I don't know what I want to. Yeah. We'll go in and buy the stuff. How many tokens did I end up with? Legend tokens. Here we go. Okay, so the all-important Omicrons. This will refresh on Friday, so I'll be able to buy 4 total, and then I'll have a little left over for gear or signal data or whatever. But also, I mean, fantastic source of shards. Ooh, I could get some Kairos. But yeah, as soon as you're able to start doing this, ooh, man, I really should kind of... I might spend more crystals. I don't know, because I need all this stuff so bad. So bad. Yeah, and I mean, honest to God, the way I view Galaxy of Heroes just in general is, I know in GAC we're fighting each other because, we have to. That's just the way it is. You only have one operational. Yeah, I mean, do you at least do you do all the refreshes at least? Because I mean, that's worth it. Even if just to get, the 2 of these is completely worth it. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. I might refresh a couple other nodes later. Because, God, I'm just looking at I need all of this so bad. I need every single scrap of it. I don't know how much I haven't gone in to look to see what gear I need for Jar Jar, but I just know it's probably a lot. So yeah, I'll have to get back in there later. But I think we as players of Galaxy Heroes, I know, like I was saying, GAC, we have to fight each other. That's just the way it is. But like with these arenas and stuff like that, I know we also fight each other, but we're not really fighting each other. We're fighting CG. It's us against the game. It's not us against each other. So that's kind of the mentality I have with most activities. Is yeah, sometimes the us against the game does mean we have to compete against each other, but we as a community of players, when we all work together in the best way we can, it benefits a ton of people. The more people you have working together, not just in your guild, but in your fleet shard and in other things, the more people you have pulling the rope in the same direction, the better it is for everybody. 500 Kairos? So 250 of each, or is it 500 of each? Because if it's 500 of each, I am screwed. But I've also got a couple of weeks, but yeah, I haven't looked. 300, 200. Well, I mean, I'm not too far off. I need 100 more shocks, I guess. But I farm, like, that's what I spend most of my energy refreshes on. Yeah. I need to... So we'll have him unlocked next month. I need to put that on him. Darth Jar Jar in the flesh. All right. Let's go ahead. There's nothing really holding us back today. We 3-star everything, so we don't have any special missions other than like the Mace Windu one. So there's no reason for us to hold back. Like starting tomorrow, I'll have to wait because we do Braca to do the Zepho unlock and things like that. And then the day after, we'll unlock Mandalore and get Reva shards. So we'll have to... This is the only day I can just start off. Oh, dude, I wish... yeah, I know I have a shit ton of credits. This is because I haven't had anything to spend. And then I went through... I was sitting at about 300 million maybe 6 to 8 weeks ago, something like that. And I had a bunch of mods go to my mailbox. So I was like, okay, I need to do a purge. And I went there and I made sure all my characters that could have mods on them had mods on. And then I just went and sold a shit ton of stuff. And it ended up being something like 33 million in mods that I had upgraded that I just wasn't even using. So I ended up getting stuff from that. But yeah, like you do all of this stuff and they don't really charge you a whole lot to upgrade a character. Like it's $1 million to take a character to 7 stars, unless it's like, I think the Conquest characters, I don't even think they charge you the $1 million. I think they charge you 200. But like, is there anybody I can put a star on? Yeah, there's a ton of people I can put a star on. Well, a ton. I mean, there's 3 that I can promote. I'm a good guy. 500K. I mean, what's 500K? Like, it's not much. It's not much. You know, it's just you get to a point where you're not doing much of anything and you just sit on the credits. And they don't give you much. You can buy a couple of things. You come into shipments here for featured. You can buy this stuff, 4 nodes, and then you can buy mods. But I mean, none of these, like there's a couple of 4-speed mods. I don't want that. There's no speed arrows. I don't want that. You know? Like if these were good mods consistently, I would have way less money. Oh, 22. Dude, 22 is legit. 22 is legit. That's good rewards. What do you get for 22? Enter. Rewards. Yeah, 22. 775 crystals. Look at that. And that's a nice mountain of currency. See, look, the difference is not significant. Between, you know, going 22 to 23, you get 25 more shards, 150. Like, it's not... It's when you make the huge leaps. But when you're getting the consistent rewards, and seeing that's the other thing, is if you're getting 22 twice a month, you know, and you're pulling this twice a month, it's going to make a huge difference in your life. So good luck. Yeah, leveling tunes is a lot. I'm not really leveling tunes. You know, it's like maybe 1 a month, if that. But yeah, good luck. Good luck with the 22. Good luck with the 22, man. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. We're getting 39 and we're ecstatic. And I mean, we're at 565 million. All right. Time for me to 50-50 odds. Do I win or do I get just smoked? Because it's one or the other. It is one or the other. We'll do that. And we do that for survivability, and that's it. There you are. Or actually, I'm going to do that, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, and then where's Tie Bomber? There he is. Okay. I'm either going to get blown away in 30 seconds, or I'm going to win. I do like the Scythe. The Scythe is the Scythe is more valuable than its pilots. Fifth Brother is not bad. Grand Inquisitor was such like we were all like, oh, Grand Inquisitor is gonna be awesome. He's just gonna completely transform the team, and he didn't. It wasn't until Riva that the team transformed. But you need one to get the other. Well, it's not slander if it's the truth. And I like the faction. I think the faction's fantastic, but they're just not. Without Riva, they're not great. It's just the bottom line. You know, ask the Inquisitor team that I faced today in Grand Arena. The fifth brother, eighth brother, and ninth sister team that I killed with Bad Batch. No, the mission isn't with Executrix, but when you have Scythe with Executrix, you get those two TIE fighters to spawn. So hopefully keeps you going a little bit longer. And then hopefully TIE Defender can carry you a little bit while this thing is, you know, soaking up some hits here and there and counterattacking to get stacks back. Well, yes. It does work better with Chimera when you're doing certain things. If you're wanting to take down an Executor or a Leviathan in GAC, then yeah, 100%. You would do Chimera, Scythe, normal TIE Fighter, and Darth Vader, and then call this thing out. But this is not GAC conditions. This is cheap ass. This is cheap ass. This is cheap ass fucking territory battle. Like, these two Darkside fleet battles that you do at the start are the hardest fleet battles in the game, in any mode, hands down. They are ridiculously overtuned. And I'm considering myself lucky that I mean, this is an absolute crapshoot. I fully go into this expecting to lose. But since Scythe is required here, plus my Chimera is in platoons. My Chimera is right there. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. So I'm kind of stuck using Executrix. But yeah, in certain circumstances and certain things, yeah, 100%. Chimera, Scythe, do that whole thing. But that's more of a PvP thing. It does work in PvE too, but like when you're doing the... and we're just going to throw this on auto because we don't need to do anything else but throw it on auto. Yeah. Yeah, this is the only place you see me use Executrix with Scythe. Normally it's Chimera 100% all the way. I mean, and to be honest with you, it's probably my favorite feat to play. Chimera with Scythe and then calling in TIE Defender. It's probably my favorite fleet. I love it. It's just fun. It's just fun. All the others are, you know, who's getting their ultimate first or who's getting their insta-kill ship first. You know, it's that sort of stuff. Chimera is just fun. But yeah, but also like and I'm not going to call myself an expert on it, but like if you don't have TIE Defender, I think Scythe is probably better with Executrix, because the TIE Defender is just kind of like the fuel that pushes that forward. When you're talking Radis, you're talking about the Resistance ship. I do like Radis. When they added the comeuppance, oh my, that transformed that fleet. That fleet was already fun to play, but I had, I put it on defense a lot, so I hardly ever get to play it. But like when they did this Galactic Challenge the other week, the addition of the comeuppance has made that fleet an absolute blast on offense. I really have a good time with it. Unfortunately, I don't get to use it nearly as often as I would like. I mean, and Kenobi had the high ground and everything. It is kind of sus, but what are you gonna do? It's what if Star Wars style, or Leslie Hayland acolyte style stuff. Whatever you want to call it. I think they will at some point. I'm very much excited for D23. I'm very interested to hear what they announce for projects, because I mean we're in a little bit of a lull for some Star Wars content right now. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm hoping they announce. I'm hoping they announce more like Tales of shows, because those have been pretty solid. Like the first season was far better than the second. But that's neither here nor there. It was fine. It was just comparing the two. I liked the first one better, and that's it. It's not a knock on the quality in any way, stretch, or form. And clearly it's also kind of exciting that there's going to be a future, or at least more stories involving Barriss. She redeemed herself pretty fast. But yeah, they could definitely, Lord Mickey could definitely work something out with getting us some more animation, some more stories. I mean, they want our money, so there's one way to give it to us, and that's give us the content. I mean, but mostly the cartoon I want, or show. I mean, it doesn't have to be a cartoon, but I think it'd probably work out better as a cartoon. Is I want them to do a series about Rex, because he was obviously very, very busy after the Clone Wars, doing a lot of stuff for a lot of places and a lot of people and a lot of different things. I want to see it, because also, I mean, clearly Rex is the man. Like, he's just the man. And I don't think the story of the clones is over. You know, and we need to see how Rex ended up on that planet that he was on in Rebels. Like, I mean, I would take Rex live action too, but I think it probably would work better as a cartoon, although I think Tamura Morrison would probably prefer it to be live action. But, well, yeah, because he was totally like this underground partisan rebel, like secret agent type guy. Because they could definitely do something cool with Rex, and I was hoping we were going to see more of it in the Bad Batch, but he was just kind of a supporting character the whole time. I think Rex deserves his own thing. I really do, and I think a lot of people would agree. And I was honestly kind of shocked. Maybe he's passed away by then, but I was honestly a little shocked we didn't see anything of Rex in Ahsoka, like not even a mention, not even a whisper or a word, just nothing. I thought we would have heard something about him. All right, well, time for these guys to frickin' shine. But yeah, I mean, honest to God, I'll take whatever Rex content they want to give me. We need more Rex content. That's just the bottom line. We need the Rex content. So I'm hoping Filoni or Favreau or whoever's in charge. I think it's Filoni that's in charge of that. Favreau's just doing Favreau just does the Mandalorian. But I'm hoping they come through. I really am. Been ever since they announced the Bad Batch. I'm like, oh, we're gonna get a Rex show. We're gonna get a Rex show. We have to get a Rex show, and then we didn't, and it's fine for now. But I mean, we definitely need a Rex show. Especially considering, like if they do use animation, D. Bradley Baker is going to voice pretty much all of it. So, I mean, they just lock him up in a booth for a month and give him a bucket to pee in and then have someone draw it. Let's go. We need to get around this guy before that droideka decides to do something funky. Now he's got the tank tech. Why isn't he taunting? But I mean, Rex. You look at what he was doing in the little bits that we saw of him in Bad Batch. I mean, he was basically. He kind of felt like he was starting the rebellion a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I have never. I've always gone with SOKR. Can I do. I can do an Imperial Remnant team here. This would be a first for. I could do. Wait, am I not restricted by? Oh, it is only R5. Yeah, I've never tried the Imperial Remnant here, because I could do it here, or I can, throw it over here maybe if I've got. Oh yeah, Jabba, and I normally do bounty hunters here, but I could throw something else there. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. If there's any character in Star Wars that I feel deserves a happy ending, it's definitely Rex. I mean, that guy has been, I don't want to say the heart and soul, but he's kind of been the heart and soul in how many different series now? And I mean, even the 10 seconds of young Rex with his helmet on in the Clone Wars and the flashback we got in Ahsoka, like, people were just like, the king is back. I mean, he's got to be top 5 popular Star Wars characters. Has to be. I mean, maybe top 10 if you want to be devil's advocate, but he's one of those characters, if you know, you know, and if you know him, you love him. And I didn't mind the Kenobi series. I thought it was slow at first, but I will sit through that show 1,000 times to watch the final episode 1,000 times, because that final episode was just perfect. How did they not have PTSD? The shit they saw. How many hundreds of thousands of his genetic brothers, his brothers? How many hundreds of thousands of those guys did he see die? Kenobi was fine. Like I said, I thought it was slow until they got to the end. I would have liked to have seen it a little bit faster paced. And I also didn't maybe necessarily agree with how withdrawn he became. I mean, I get he was hiding from the Empire and he was also fighting his own trauma, clearly, but like, for that young Jedi kid that showed up and was like, help me, and he's like, nah, you're on your own, sorry. Like, that's not Obi-Wan. That's the same as the Last Jedi Luke, throwing him on the island, quitting and giving up instead of trying to fix the problem. To me, that's the equivalent of that. It's like, I don't, because he didn't seem that defeated at the end of Revenge of the Sith. He seemed like, oh, we've got a plan and we're gonna execute this plan, and then he's just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna be a butcher. I'm just gonna go stand in the desert and cut up meat for the rest of my life and try to smuggle Luke toys. I'm just gonna play it safe. I like playing around with stuff, but let's just be smart. Not that I'm concerned about us getting the stars here, but let's just do the smart thing. Yeah, no, I mean, wasn't the biggest fan of everything about Obi-Wan, but I thought when the story started rolling and they started doing some of the cooler stuff, I was very, very happy with it. Well, yeah, but it wasn't the living the regular life part that bothered me. It was the fact that he had just kind of given up. When that wasn't the last time we saw Obi-Wan, yeah, he was, they were defeated. They had just gotten their teeth kicked in, but he still had his optimism. He still had his, we've got a plan. We're going to take care of these twins. We're going to train them one day. Everything's going to be good. Like, he still had all of that, and then that was all completely gone. And like, I just can't see Obi-Wan turning his back on a Jedi coming and asking him for help. That just didn't strike me as an Obi-Wan thing to do. And I mean, every opinion on it is valid, and it's totally fine. It worked out. He was the Obi-Wan we knew and loved by the end of that show. Well, no, they don't. Star Wars doesn't show the regular civilian life very much. I mean, you kind of, sort of got a glimpse of it in Andor, a little bit here and there. Um, but I mean, we all of us, each and every one of us here in this conversation, we all live kind of a normal life, right? I mean, do you want to watch Star Wars to see somebody, going to work at their menial job and then, complaining about how much they hate it and then coming home and, bitching at their wife and kids? I mean, I don't want to watch Star Wars for that. I want to see cool people doing cool shit. Good or evil. Good or evil. I don't really care. I just want to see the cool shit. I mean, give me a show about stormtroopers. I'll watch it. I don't care. Well, I hope they do a second season because I would like to see him have an adventure with Luke. Also, so let me fill you guys in on some stuff you may not know. So back in the day, there was they actually might still be in existence, but back in the day there was this company. In fact, I think they are still in existence. There's a company called Wizard of the Coast, and they did role-playing. They gave, books, guidebooks for role-playing games, and they did a shit ton of them for Star Wars. And me being a Star Wars kid who grew up in the middle of nowhere, I read a lot of books, and those were ones I gravitated to because Star Wars was a big thing in my family. We every single member of my family loved Star Wars. Yeah, which I mean, but he also thought, I'm pretty sure he thought Anakin was dead until he found out he wasn't. Um, So, I mean, but who knows? That might have been the entire reason why he was broken and living a normal life on Tatooine and just wanting to forget about all of it. He was just so destroyed by everything that had occurred. It is hugely possible. Hugely possible. But anyways, so Wizards of the Coast had a ton of source books for Star Wars, and we're talking like it had like technical specs on the ships. It was really, really cool. Nice, intricate drawings, like fleet battle tactics, like all the shit a Star Wars nerd could ever want or love. Well, a series of the books were character guides, as they typically are. It tells you about the characters in the universe, and like, because if you wanted to use them in your adventures, your role-playing adventures, you could. So one of them was telling the story of Obi-Wan and Anakin, not in the way we know it now, but the way they knew it back then. And one of the interesting facts that they mentioned about Obi-Wan in those books is the family that they chose to give Luke to was intentional. Not because of the connection that was later formed in the Clone Wars, but because Owen Lars was Obi-Wan's brother. So I don't know if you remember, there's a scene where Obi-Wan talks about remembering having a baby brother. I think that they were hinting at that being the thing. I think they were hinting that Obi-Wan is actually a Lars, and that Luke's uncle, step uncle, Anakin's stepbrother is actually his birth brother, which would make Anakin his stepbrother. I think that's what they were hinting at. But yeah, that used to be the canon, is that Owen Lars was Obi-Wan's brother. And so when he was talking, I remembered having a brother. I was like, "Oh, are they doing it? Are they doing it? Are they doing it?" And I mean, they didn't, but yeah, just an interesting bit of Star Wars trivia from from an old man who remembers obscure shit from books he read 25, and I'm probably being generous. 25? No, I'm definitely being generous. 30 plus years ago. So I'm hoping they do another season of Obi-Wan, and I'm hoping they reveal that. Yeah, it was one of the. He was with Leia, I think. He was talking to somebody, or that woman that gave Leia the hoster. I can't remember. I haven't watched the whole series, like boom, 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 in a long time. Hang on one sec. I'm turning on YouTube on my big TV so I can listen to Arnold. I want to see him fight this Night Trooper. I want to see how it looks. 'Cause I haven't had to face one yet, so I'm highly curious. Just give me a second here. But yeah, he's sitting on the. They're sitting in a ship. It might be when they were traveling to like from the planet where he got burnt up really bad by Vader, or maybe it was after they rescued Leia. I can't remember, but yeah, he was talking about he remembers vaguely having a baby brother. Vaguely, like it was. I mean, it was a passing scene. Like it, the conversation lasted 20 seconds, if that, where he mentioned his brother. But yeah, yeah, I'm getting to be about in the mood where I'm gonna want to go through and just start watching the series again. I did rewatch all of Ahsoka the other week. One, because I thought it was very well done. I enjoyed all of it, but I was just kind of thinking, like, there was all the talk in the game about Balin Skull, and I'm like, God, his character was so cool, and I just wanted to go watch it, and got upset about Ray Stevenson's passing. But apparently he is being recast, so the character will continue. And apparently the two rumored lead candidates to replace him are either Liev Schreiber or Clive Owen. No, not Clive Owen. Gerard Butler. Excuse me. They're talking about one of those two guys to replace him. Liev Schreiber kind of looks like him a little bit. Like if you put a big, thick white beard on him, I think he would definitely have a good resemblance. And he's as tall. He's exactly as tall as Ray Stevenson was. So there is that. But Liev's also American, so you'd have to put on the accent, which he's a very talented actor. I don't think would be a problem. But Gerard Butler, of course, has that accent kind of built in. What is this? What is this Lego Jedi Bob? What is this? What's the name of the YouTuber, Hippo? I'll check his stuff out. Interesting. I had never heard of that. I was a little busy in 2002. I'm gonna have to Google Jedi Bob. But that's cool. I love little stuff like that. Probably could just Google "what if Kenobi" YouTube and probably find the video just as easy too. I suppose, but clear squad, bounty hunters. Let's roll. Prism. Okay, I will. I will definitely take a peek for that because that has got my interest. Jedi. I mean, I think they're gonna owe us a couple of dark side ones. But maybe after the next dark side. Because we're 2 light side GLs in a row. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they did, like, as a legendary character, a legendary journey. It wouldn't shock me if they did something like that. Or even as like a May the 4th, like, just bonus character. Oh, right. The one that's gonna have Darth Jar Jar. He's gonna be in that. I mean, it would crack me up if they gave us Lego in this. I mean, but maybe Fortnite has that tied up because Lego has a thing with Fortnite. With Fortnite, so it's like they have, like, if you buy like the Fortnite season pass or whatever for the Lego Fortnite season pass, like, you get Chewbacca and you get you get the Lego Chewbacca, and you can go into the Star Wars Lego world and build your Lego Star Wars themed town. It's kind of fun. I played with it a little bit. I haven't touched it in a while, but it was a good time. It'd be cool. I would, honest to God, if they gave us a Lego character in this game, I would just laugh my ass off. But again, I don't know if Fortnite's got, like, the exclusive license on any of that. I don't know how any of that shit works. Oh, but just make the Lego. I get what you're saying, yeah. But I personally think it would be funny if they gave us a straight up Lego character. Like, make it this scale, make it full scale, but just Legoized. It would just crack me up. Darth Jar Jar would be perfect. He does. So he can use these abilities. Um, Gain 1 stack of momentum. Blah, 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 blah. We might not be able to see it here, but yeah, he can use these like 3 or 4 times in a row, and then he's forced to use his basic. But yeah, these can be used unlimited. Well, not unlimited, but a couple of times, and then they'll start, like the squares will start blinking, and then that means you're on your last use before you're forced into your basic. But yeah, he can spam his special 1 and special 2 quite a few times. And he works well under Bosk lead in a lot of things because he inflicts a lot of debuffs, which means there's a lot of team healing. And mine's R9 for platoons here in territory battles, so I mean I like trying to get some of my money's worth out of him. It doesn't happen very often, but I like to try. But yeah, he's a pretty interesting character. Okay, what are we looking at here? We are looking at Rebels. Resisted. Come on. Come on with that resisted, the freaking protection disruption. So Arnold just came within a turn of losing. He's using Darth Bane up against Quadme and the Poncho Bros, and damn near got one shot by Obi-Wan. Wow. Unreal, dude. I think Bane is still obviously pretty amazing, but that Datacron took him to a whole nother level, and now that level's gone. Hopefully there's a cool interaction in the new Datacron so we can use to kind of make up for some of that. But man, oh man. Yeah, he's not quite countering the stuff he used to. All right, we'll do this after. I'll do all these other ones first. The 5 Jedi. And we'll kick you out. Kick you out because you're needed for that one mission. We already have a tank. And there we go. Oh, come on. I need him to take bonus turns to get his Jedi Knight ability unlocked, and of course he's the dude that's unlocked. There we go. It's rolling now. Okay, he's got it. His Territory Battle Omicron is one of the very, very few TB Omicrons that I will recommend. Jedi Knight Cal has got some very, very good ones also, but his basically gives this effect to all Jedi, and then his Force influence debuff goes to everybody instead of just the one he's targeting. So 50% defense and offense, can't gain Force connection. This applies to Jedi allies. So they all now have 50% offense and 50% defense because he's on the team. Gives a lot of survivability. And when he puts his Force influence out on everybody, it's it's zero. Like no bonus turn meter can be gained. There's a lot of benefits. Lots and lots of benefits. So yeah, see every single one of them now. Can't assist, counterattack, or gain buffs. That's massive. It's huge. All right, we'll start chipping away at you until we get democracy. No problem, Hippo. No problem. I'm just doing my thing here. Doing my thing. We'll wrap up this and then we'll hop over to the free play account, do the daily stuff over there, and see if we can't get anything on the Galactic Challenge, which I'm not holding my breath about. It was bad enough with Galactic Legends, and that account has 0 Galactic Legends. Wait, what does he have? Double-bladed. Okay. Oh, you know what? We will do Rebels. We'll do Leia Rebels here. This way I can throw Jedi Master Kenobi on the team with Mason Kit. Do we want you? These are leftover Omicrons from Geonosis days when these were making a difference. They don't help out at all in Rote. Hers will a little bit in the earlier stages, but if you're looking at TB Omis, I mean really, Cal and Kyle are the only ones I can wholeheartedly recommend. I haven't, and that's, I can only speak on the experience I have with the ones I do have. So, I like bringing Chupio sometimes. It's a lot of fun. All right. And for this, we are going to use and who else do we want to use? We'll go with this. We'll go with this. This is one of the only days where these guys, to me, are super effective. So I definitely like to take advantage of having kind of an extra team. Like, I might use them tomorrow. Well, I will use them tomorrow probably, and they may or may not win. Like, it's just after this first one, no matter how high everything is, it's just they just get to be a little too inconsistent for my liking. I mean, and even now, like, she's got a stack on her. Like, that doesn't happen on other teams. They just, outside of GAC, they just don't quite have the oomph that other teams do. See, look, it's just reviving everybody left and right. Well, I mean, the unfortunate part is GAC is the most important game mode to to most of the community. And by most of the community, I mean like the whales and stuff like that. They love GAC. Um, but yeah, they need to make these guys who are, yes, GAC teams. They need to make them stronger outside of GAC. It's a, you know, it's a power issue as opposed to anything else. Where it's just like all the big power that this team has is derived from GAC Omicrons. It shouldn't be like that. Like, these are R9 characters on an R5 planet, or whatever the requirement is for this. Like, they should be steamrolling these guys. Like, and it shouldn't even be close. See, and I probably should have maybe brought Baby Ahsoka instead of Yoda, so she could have cleared all the buffs, but, you know, I mean, it worked out. But yeah, these guys should just... This team should just steamroll absolutely everything in front of it. Right. Hey, this is a lore accurate team, right? Right? I mean, we all remember that scene, right? Where the Royal Guards were teaming up with clone troopers to kill Jedi. Is it raining, honey? Well, we needed it. Oh well, look at that, we lost. It happened. Okay, so we can deploy basically anywhere. I'm going to deploy here because this is where I do the least missions. All right. What else do we have? I think that's it. I think that's it for the main account. We'll do one more check. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not going to try again. And I'm pretty sure even if he does, he can't win. But, yep, no more tries. Okay. All right. Well, we will go and switch to the free-to-play account real quick. Be just a second. It will come up on your screen. And while we are loading, I am going to run an ad. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and run an ad right now while this is loading. Just so you guys have something to stare at while I'm off using the little boys' room and getting something to drink. So I'll be back in just 1 minute. Okay. Here we go, back in action. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Okay, squad arena, okay. All right, we held on to our fleet arena. This is, oh shoot, hang on, we'll do it here. I completely forgot. Did that say a May the 4th bundle? They do know it's July, right? I swear to God that said May the 4th. Okay. Anyways, so today's Galactic Challenge, or the current Galactic Challenge. So if you look at the reward crate, you see right here, we're getting Cup. Now, it's not unusual to have a not as useful character in the rewards. But he's got a Datacron right now. Okay, so that could be the reason. But there's also a theory that because this character stems from the episode where Ahsoka was on the run and being hunted by Asajj and all this other stuff, that he could be a requirement for GL Ahsoka. That is a rumor. Obviously, there's no evidence other than speculation. I don't think it's even come up in a data mine yet. But it would make a lot of sense in... Oh, God, this is going to be horrible. I don't even know. With Steadfast Retribution, I don't even know that I have a prayer with any team. But we'll give it a try. We'll give it a go. Because, God, yeah, like, this is a horrible, horrible, horrible... Pretty sure, I can't remember whose video I saw, but I saw one of the other streamers put up a video and they said, "I hate this galactic challenge." And yeah, we're right there with you. This is it's bad. It's not great at all. If it didn't have steadfast retribution, it would at least be tolerable, but it has steadfast, so that makes it pretty much trash. But we'll see if I can even bust out a win here. We'll try. We'll do what we can. Oh, and their turn meter can't be manipulated. That's cute. And you see what happened? He punched and he lost a stack. And then he just did his AoE and he lost 2 stacks. See, now we're fortunate. The steadfast retribution can't kill him. So I guess we have that going for us. So we're not losing him completely, but you know, we're also not able to, I mean, take advantage of the things that kind of make him him. All right, well, hey, we managed to at least kill the team. And, hey, we got the 30 damage over times. Shame we didn't get the crits, but... Yeah, 30 critical hits is a lot. That's an awful lot, but... Yeah, we need 3 more cards to, you know, let's push it. Let's push it if we can... somehow manage a miracle. I'm not sure Dark Trooper is anything more than a liability, though. Ooh, these guys got thick all of a sudden. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that aren't happening, and winning this is not happening most of all. Is he raging? What's he raging about? I mean, I have the volume down, so all I can see is his facial expressions. So he doesn't have the mic, and he's not yelling at the camera. I mean, he doesn't look happy, but he also doesn't look unhappy. He looks kind of neutral. Oh no, he's scowling. He's scowling, and he's aggressive. Is he pissed about? Is he pissed about Traya? Oh, a Datacron. Well, yeah. Yeah. Public enemy number one to Arnold is definitely the Datacrons. I mean, he's not totally. It's not totally without merit. I have lost. Well, I mean, we all just went through this. How many of us just absolutely struggled against the resistance crons that we just had to deal with? I mean, yeah, we're not winning this. We're not winning this. I will take my 27 whatever this is and just be happy. I mean, I would love to be able to get to this because I mean 10 shock T shards too, but I mean I'll take the Omicron. I mean, my real complaint with Datacrons, I mean, mostly just comes down to the Hoth Imperial. Ooh. What is happening? No, not raids. Are we actually doing Hoth? We are doing Hoth. Holy crap. Look at this. Okay, cool. So we'll have a little bit of territory battle. Very little territory battle action to do here. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of games do the seasonal bonus stuff. Not in the Datacron way. I just wish, okay, so you're going to give us Datacrons or force Datacrons upon us. Like, if you're trying to compete without Datacrons, it's like trying to compete without mods. You're tying one of your hands behind your back. And if you want to do that, fine, do that. That's your prerogative. But you know, there's clearly roles that are better and clearly roles that are inferior. And the escalating price times the random slot machine crap that is how the Datacrons get distributed is my problem with it. If you're going in for a we got all kinds of stuff to do here today. If you're going in for a reroll, I think the list should be expanded beyond two options because you're stuck with the one option that you started with, and then they give you a choice of two. And when the list is as long as it is, I mean, do you think maybe we should make it a little bit easier for people to get what they're looking for? Oh, reroll is complete garbage. It's complete garbage. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's complete. Rerolling is complete garbage, and you spend so much of your time in Conquest trying to get those materials to maybe, if you're lucky, possibly get what you want. And yeah, and this go round, there are so many different combinations. I got the Wampacron that I wanted, and I currently have I currently have a bunch of level 9s. Well, not a bunch. I have like 4 or 5 level 9s that I need to re-roll the level 9 off of it. Because it's a character. Like, I want an Eidencron. I want the Eidencron. And that's the other thing, is there's multiple options for each character in this set, too. Like, at the level 9. So, like, Wampa's got 2 different ones. I've seen multiple different ones for Emphas Nest. There's just a ton of different ones. Instead of like, oh, hey, I want the Iden one where she's taunting. Because I think that's going to be... I haven't had to face one yet in GAC, but I can only imagine. I can only imagine this is going to be an absolute shit show. Oh, I think I see why he's raging. It's this Inquisitor Datacron, isn't it? He's got that look on his face. Oh boy. It's all of them. Well, yeah, I know it's all of them, but yeah, he just lost Savage. All right, well he's winning. What an odd team. They didn't put Grand Inquisitor? Ooh. Yeah, he's mad. Homie's mad. Yeah, he's not happy. But oh my god, the production value. The production value he has on his videos. I really wish I could turn up his volume because he's throwing in the unaligned force users against Ray, which means he's got his Terran Malikos song playing, which is my personal favorite. I'll just have to imagine it in my head. Okay, we're not winning this. We're not winning this. We're not winning this. That sucks. Yeah, I need to give some love to my home one at some point, but hey, everything needs some love. All of it. And I'm maxed till 82 here. Speaking of home one, light side ships only. 4-star or higher. Alright, well, let's see if we can pull some more freaking home one shards. Oh, oh. Oh yeah, we're not doing squat. Alright. Alright, alright. That's enough of that. Now, so why do I have free reign on the endurance, but not on home one? That's very confusing to me. Very confusing. Very confusing. Oh, he's happy now. Looks like he's getting a miracle of a win over Ray. Good for him. Good for him. Against Visa Markron, even. I have him muted, but he's up on my main television in the living room. So it's giant. I mean, it's a 75-inch TV. So he's probably almost life size. But yeah, I can't hear her. I wish I could do subtitles. He's happy again though, or he seems happier at any rate. But But I tell you what, I am not too far from having GAC unlocked for this account. Which I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm sure I'm probably going to be fine. And it's guaranteed crystals. So it'll be more crystals anyway I want to shake a tree at it. But having to deal with 2 GACs, whew. Well, one day I'm going to upgrade to a projector. Like 120 inch, I think. Which GLs is this? That he only had 460 speed on? I mean, he is one of the harder ones to get fast, especially if you're trying to stack as much protection on him as you can. Oh, yeah, see, he should have reversed it. JML should have been on defense, and he should have had C on offense. C is not a good defensive GL unless your opponent has 0 GLs, and even then, it can be Wampacron, you know? I mean, there's a lot of ways around it. Okay. Yeah, no, for sure. See, but I know when I hit GAC, I'm going to start running up against Hyperdrive Bundle teams. Or Hyperdrive Bundle accounts. I just know I am. There's just 0 way that that's not going to happen. So how does a non-Hyperdrive Bundle account fight Hyperdrive Bundle accounts? That's kind of where my headspace is at for that whole situation. Is how does a person who does not have the Hyperdrive Bundle fight somebody who does? Because you're out teamed, you're out geared, you're out everything. So that's my headspace. That we will be hitting at 85. Oh, yeah. See, I might, the first week, everything might go just splendidly, and I'll be very happy. And, I mean, honestly, God, I'll be happy with just getting the crystals regardless. Like, that part of it, I'm very, very excited for. But inevitably, even if it takes a month, I'm going to start hitting hyperdrive teams. And at that point, life is going to get very interesting. But I'll still be earning more crystals than I am with not being in GAC. So, it's kind of hard to be super negative about it. I'm going for Kyle because of the Raven's Claw, because I need ships for the Chimera event, by the way. So if you're wondering why I'm doing a weird-ass random farm like Kyle Katar, and unfortunately it's not random, it's because of one simple fact. I can farm his shards, but I can't farm his ship. The only way I can get his ship is from here, or if it shows up in the stores. I was kind of going over this yesterday. So this is another entry-level starter ship for the Rebel fleet, and you can't farm it. And I need to get it to 5 stars, or I need to get at least 2 more ships to 5 stars to feel comfortable doing the Chimera event, or to have, in my opinion, a reasonable chance of winning it. And so the only ones that I can farm are Outrider, and Ravensclaw and Cassian's and stuff like that. But Cassian needs 3 pilots to unlock. You need to have him, Jin, and K2 unlocked. So that's more character shards that I'd have to farm. Outrider and Ravensclaw, single pilot, 80 shard unlocks, but single pilot. I don't need him at 5 stars. I need the ship at 5 stars. So I can get him. I can get Dash Rendar. Yeah, no. The only place you can get Biggs and okay, here we'll do this real quick. Rebels. Okay. So we have Wedge Antilles. I'm at 3 of 80. Galactic War Store. That's it. Okay. And then Wedge's X-Wing. Find. Hyperdrive bundle. Rebel Mega Ships pack. Weekly shipments. That's it. So they have put a pretty large, what I would call monetary barrier in front of Chimera, where you have 2 options. You do what I'm doing and you're trying to circumvent that part of it and going for the Ravensclaw and Kyle and all this other stuff, or you buy crystals to snag them out of shipments, or you buy the hyperdrive bundle. Those are, if you want to get it done in a reasonable amount of time, and to me a reasonable amount of time is 3 months, 2-3 months. I'm not farming those ships in that time. I'm not. This is not happening. And then let's find his X-Wing. You either spend a ton of crystals and, maybe you get a bunch of shards, maybe you don't. Let's see. Each ship has an equal chance of being chosen. Each card in the pack has a 5.24% chance for 10, 52. So, you're probably going to get 15 shards. You might get 25. You've got a decent chance of getting 15 or 25. You're probably going to get 15. So I'm spending, 1,900 crystals to get, 60 blueprints total. Because it could also be for the same ships. So, yeah, they've got a pretty big monetary barrier. Or you buy the hyperdrive bundle for 47 whatever, and you get everything you need to unlock Chimera right away. I'm trying to not spend money on this account. Like that is I wanted to see how quick I could get to level 85 without buying this stuff. But I'm looking at a reality to where it's almost like they are forcing you to. Or you buy crystals and you wail on the packs. Or you wail on the shard shop. I don't have a crystal income to not. I don't have the crystal income to where I can just wait. And yeah, Wedge and Biggs is a primary team. It really is, or it used to be, and they still have a home with Mon Mothma. And they're requirements for GLs, and it's like there's no way to get them. You can't just farm them, and they're required for like profundity. So to me, it feels like they're really forcing people towards the hyperdrive bundle. So I don't know. I'm not that upset about it. I might here in 2 weeks. I'm presuming within about 2 weeks I should be level 85 on this account. Maybe a little longer. I might take an honest look at it at that point. It's not. I never advertised this as a free-to-play account. This is a new player experience account. Pure free-to-play is... Pure free-to-play is... I don't know. It's just not... But look at this. You're getting at least one of every type of team. And all these ships. But it's just like, if I could see another path... And if somebody else sees another path to where I can go into Chimera with a reasonable expectation of winning, which I don't think I can do with only 3 ships. Oh, sorry, that's Thrawn. So I saw Thrawn and I gravitated. I could attempt this right now with 3 ships. There's nothing stopping me from doing it. Then here's the unlock. So I need to get home 1 up 1 more star. These guys are all good to go. I could attempt it. I could absolutely attempt it. The only thing that's stopping me right now from trying to unlock this, you know, is a little bit of ship power here and on some other things. You know, I can't even take it up to level 70. And then I don't know what's going on with him. I don't even have mods on him, which I should probably just go ahead and fix, because that will help the ship out a little bit. We'll just grab whatever. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you're getting crit damage, buddy, whether you like it or not. Ooh, you're not getting that crit damage. That's gonna go to somebody that matters. I'm not saying Ackbar doesn't matter. He matters a lot, but he matters less later in the game. There we go. Confirmed. Yay, look at go. Yeah, you get and here, you do get a lot with the Hyperdrive bundle, but it's honestly not that much. Simultaneously, it's not that much. I mean, you don't even get enough Zetas to put a Zeta on a character. It's very, very weird. It's very, very odd here. Oh, wait, hang on. You know, Zetas and Omegas and all that. Let's see if I can do this. Hey, there we go. That's a very viable team. Oh, don't get me started on Ackbar and Leia. When those first became a thing, oh, they were the bane of my existence. They were just not fun to deal with. And then they became easy to deal with, you know, because I eventually got to the point where my power was above what the Omicrons gave them. Oh, yeah, for sure. Stormtrooper Han, Leia, and Admiral Ackbar on a team together? Yeah, that's nasty. With that Datacron? Yeah, that's 100% nasty. Farmboy Luke for the lulz. You don't have Santa Staros unlocked, do you? If you have Santa, I would consider, yeah. Because if you had Santa, I would consider doing her, Stormtrooper Han, and Princess Leia. That would be a good, because she gives a lot of buffs to Stormtrooper Han. Alright, well, these are 3-starred now, so the next time the Endor Omega battle rolls around, we will, Wait, I think I decided I wasn't going to do this with this account, but maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Yeah, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to handle things. I definitely feel like I'm being steered by the game towards the hyperdrive bundle. Because I mean, the other choice is I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for those ships to roll around through the shard shops. I mean, which I guess is fine and it's definitely cheaper that way. But I mean, I'm barely hanging on to where I can earn crystals from Fleet Arena. You know, I'm ninjaing my way up into the top 50 every day. But I mean, that is going to, as more people in my shard start buying hyperdrive bundles and start advancing. That's the window is already very small. It's just a couple of people I have a shot at every day. So that window is going to get smaller and smaller, and eventually it's going to close. And Chimera, I mean, isn't going to be the perfect problem solver, but it's definitely going to give me a leg up over people who are new to the game. They don't know what's what. They're buying the hyperdrive bundle because it's obviously an amazing deal. They don't know exactly how to play the ships or, good compositions or any of that stuff. So I mean, it would definitely give me a leg up that I would love to have, so I can keep earning a whopping 50 crystals a day. But yeah, I don't, there's just no easy path. And, I only get so much of those currencies to be able to do that stuff, to be able to snag these things from the store when they're actually in the stores. So I'm a little frustrated with the whole prospect of how that needs to be handled. I mean, unless there's something painfully obvious that I'm missing, which is possible because I'm not. Mm, so, but yeah, the fact that those ships aren't farmable. I mean, and even if it was, what I would refresh maybe once a day on each one, so I'd be looking at a maximum if everything went perfectly 10 shards a day. So I mean, it would still take a very long time to get to the 5 stars that I need for the unlocks. So I mean, but it's going to take that long anyways. Yeah, it's a little aggravating. It's a little aggravating, like that those very what I would say basic entry level rebel ships aren't farmable. All right, ads are starting in 25 seconds, folks. 25 seconds to ads. I'm just gonna see if I can finish this. Ooh, okay, okay. I mean, it's not as scary as it was when I just saw Bastila. I was like, oh god, I'm screwed. Not really. I should be okay. And by should, I mean hopefully. Hopefully I'm okay. And we will just go ahead and armor shred you now. Really? Dodged? Okay. That's a cool story, bro. Alright, looks like we're back from ads. Again, I do apologize for them. Well, I mean, they're not my fault, but and they are. I mean, they are completely necessary for all of this to work. But you know, it's just. Oh my! What is this team we are looking at here? Well, we lost. We lost Gideon, so we will bench these guys for the time being. I'm gonna bust out Phoenix. Might have to throw a couple of teams at this, but I'm definitely gonna want to try to finish this if I can. See, I guess, you know, my other thing for Chimera is, you know, hey, bottom line is I might just have to go ahead and just try to get the 3 ships that I do have available to me just up and as strong as possible, and then see if I can complete the event with just them. That is probably a perfectly viable option, and it's probably the fastest one, but I mean, you start losing ships, and especially Chimera, who's got the ultimate that can, you know, insta-kill a ship. You know, that's a daunting thing where then you're facing, after that ship takes 4 turns, you're looking at having 2 ships. Plus, you know, whatever damage they're soaking up from the other things, so, you know. I don't like it when unlocks are exercises in frustration, which is, you know, kind of what you'd be setting yourself up for if you're not going into an event as prepared as possible. But again, it's super duper possible for me to get it with the 3, I guess, if I get them strong enough. Plus, if I get home 1 strong enough. And look, we can restart this, but that's for another time. Gives you a restroom break. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's why I started the one when I was swapping over to this account from the other one, because I needed to use the bathroom and I needed to refill my cup of coffee. Okay, where are we at for the... Ooh, we haven't even looked over here yet. 48, and yeah, well, we looked, but we need to look to see if we can do something other than sitting at 48. I mean, it's probably a miracle I'm still sitting at 48. Yeah, this, I mean, this is the only other show in, well, hold on, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Oh, look. Hyperdrive bundle, hyperdrive bundle, hyperdrive, 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 hyperdrive. Okay, here. This guy, how is this guy at 13th? Like, is everybody just, okay, good for him and ignoring him? And what's the rest of his fleet look like? I mean, it's not weak, but it's not hyperdrive bundle. I mean, it could be, I guess. I don't know. But okay. That guy again. This guy every day. Every day with this guy. Yeah, see the targets, there's 2 that I could possibly maybe reach. And I need to find the one guy, this guy. It's not a great way to, not a great thing to happen to your slave one there, Chief. Counterattacked it to death. So now we'll see. Okay, I can jump up to where this potty board guy is. I've been pretty consistently taking him out, but we'll come back to him in a minute. Yeah, Slave 1 is, I wish it didn't taunt when it came out. I think that is a serious design flaw in Slave 1. The taunt, it's not built as a tank. I mean, yes, it's got retribution, but, I mean, it's not a tank. It's just not a tank. I really need to get Moff Gideon geared up a little higher. Ooh, okay, well. And zero of that blue piece. Not a one. This fucking game. Pardon my language. There we go. All right, you made it up to me a little bit. This freaking game. This freaking game. All right, now you're. Oh yeah, no, that's happened. That's happened to all of us. Happens to all of us. But I mean, it's crap. It's honestly probably my truthful biggest complaint in the game is the lack of guaranteed return on investment on shards and stuff like this. Like, it should all drop. Like, you should be guaranteed at least a drop, I think. You know, shard. Let's suspend it. I mean, what the heck? There we go. Oh, and we still can't upgrade him. Oh, probably because of this. Because of this. Ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god in heaven. Just ridiculous. I mind RNG drops. I mind them a lot. I mind them a lot. Yeah, there should be some sort of protection that builds up with it, but yeah, I do have a real issue, and I think a lot of other players do too. I have a very real issue with, you know, if you're gonna, it's very hard. It's almost impossible, in fact. Like if you're trying to game out. If you're trying to game out where you're going to go and what you're going to do and what you need and how much energy you need, it's basically impossible. Why did she give it to Sabine? That's interesting. Two of your accounts got banned. Only thing you can think of is that I log in from the same PC through the PC app. I do the same thing. I log in on one and then I log out and then I log into a different one. I go back and forth all the time. I've never had an issue. I mean, there might be something weird going on. Like, do you have like a single shortcut on your home screen or something? Like, do you have a shortcut for each account? Good God. Okay, well, we're not doing 300,000 for one level. Yeah, we're not doing that. We are not. We are not. There we go. Much more reasonable 150k for one level. Much more reasonable. Weird. Weird. I would send in something to try to figure that out, because I've been doing that ever since I got the access here, where I've been hopping back and forth and I've never had a problem. Not one. And maybe I'm lucky. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't had a problem. I would definitely there's got to be something in like the anti-cheating thing that is being tripped by something weird, because I mean, yeah, there has to be something that they're flagging your account for. It's probably an automated process and it's probably an error. Because yeah, I've not had any problems at all. Going back and forth between the two accounts. See, this needs to be more. Completing all your daily activities, 220 XP. That needs jumped up, because like our progress, we've been stuck at this same level for a couple of days now. And maybe it'll get fast again when we hit level 80, or maybe even when we hit level 78. But we've been stuck here a while now. And I feel like we shouldn't be stuck at level 77. Of all the levels you can be stuck at, 77 is the slow one. Like, that just doesn't quite jive with me, but Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I just checked the web store for something. Yeah, I would send in an email to support Nerbus for sure because that doesn't seem right because I have zero issues going jumping back and forth between accounts. Hang on just 1 second. All right. You sent an appeal. Oh yeah, no, it's completely shitty. It's completely shitty. I'm sure that they will reverse it. I'm sure they'll reverse it. There's no good reason. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's paying any attention to any of this stuff yet. So one person has attempted one mission up here, and they failed it from the looks of it. No, maybe not. Maybe not. 3 or 4. Okay, 3 or 4. Okay. What's going on down here? Nothing? No activity down here at all? Okay, well, I want this currency for the guild if I can get it. No, no. I mean, most of the big streamers have more than one account. I'm watching Arnold, who is streaming on his main account and will then go to his secondary account. So like there's absolutely zero anything in the terms of service about it. Because otherwise they would be banning Arnold, which I mean, they do nice things for him every now and again, but he's a very, very vocal critic, and maybe that's the reason why he doesn't get banned is because they don't want to get accused of banning their critics, but yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing against the terms of service. Why would they want to limit how many? Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Why would they want to limit how many accounts you could have? That's potentially more money that you're spending. It's potentially twice the money. What happened, honey? Okay. Well, here I thought I had a chance of winning this, and I was wrong. I was wrong, 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 wrong. There's no way in hell I'm winning this. Oh well. I have not played Hoth Imperial Retaliation in... We did it as a Christmas laugh for, oh, let's max it out and get the achievement. In my old guild several years ago, that was the last time I've been on this planet. And it was an absolute cakewalk. Yeah, this is not going good. Oh well. Okay, well, they're taking their time killing me. I don't want to sit around waiting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, since apparently I can do this stuff, oh wait, hold on, you know what? Under text here. Sure. That's a great team, right? Boy, what a trip this is, though. All right, are we gonna get all waves? Are we gonna get all the waves? I don't like the look of you, Chief. Yeah. Oh my God! What the heck? Okay, so a client restart just hit Arnold. And I think he had just cleared fleets, but the client restart took it away from him and he ended up losing the GAC. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, he is livid. And justifiably so. That's a lot of crystals he just lost. Oh, man, oh, man. It said a client restart. Like, it gave him an error, and then he had a client restart. Like, there was, like a update got pushed through or whatever. And he killed himself. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Alright, well, I don't think there's any way for us to reach that next guy who's sitting at like 13th place or whatever, or some shite like that. So yeah, that might be everything for here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I think we are about as wrapped up can be, my friends. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. There is no opponent. We have a day off. We have a day off from JC. But yeah, we will just go ahead and just head back over to the main account just to confirm that everything's worked out the way we thought it was going to, and all that other stuff. And then, assuming all that is the way it should be, we will go ahead and call it a day. And what a good day it's been. I've had a lot of fun with you guys. I always do. We went a little bit longer today than I thought, but between the two sessions, 5.5 hours worth of streaming. So that's fantastic. Good progress. Should be coming back up on your screens here at any moment now. But Narabus, my friend, I really, really hope, I'm going to go ahead and snooze this final ad break because we are going to be, we're going to be out of here in a few minutes. So there's no point in running an ad because we will be logging off. Okay. Yep, review is going on. Everything's good there. Where are my money? Where are my crystals? Where are my crystals, CG? Okay, here's my bonus energy. Where's my crystals? All right, well, they'll give them to us. Okay, well, so we ended up winning for sure. I mean, I had a feeling. Doesn't look like he tried again. We'll just take a peek, see if he... Nope. And he didn't even try here. Yeah, keep escalating it, Neribus. Keep escalating it until you start hearing from a real person. That's the key. Is yeah, no, there's definitely something fishy. It's honest to God probably has to do with there's probably some. Hey, honey. Okay. Yeah, there's probably some stupid anti-cheat thing, or what they call an anti-cheat thing, that probably picked up something odd when you were switching accounts. I mean, and it's 100% them. It's not you. I promise you, it's not you. It's on them. But just keep hammering at it until you actually hear from a real person. Because yeah, they should not be banning accounts for no reason. That's for darn sure. Keep me updated and let me know if there's anything you think of that I can do to help you. If I can help you out, I will, for sure. I've never been in this situation where I've had an account banned, so I'm not sure what I can do other than offer some guidance. But if there's any way I can help you, I will. Even if we have to just start spreading the word to all the streamers to see if we can get CG's attention or whatever. We can figure something out. We make enough noise, maybe somebody will come looking. But yeah, keep hammering at it, and please keep me updated, because that's not anything you like. There's been some weird stuff going around with almost seeming like random banning of accounts. Friend of the channel and another fellow streamer and Galaxy Heroes player, Bones, his Twitch account got banned out of nowhere yesterday. No reason given. No idea why. Just out of nowhere. He's just shut down. So I guess it can happen to all of us, but yeah, we need. We're pulling for Bones, and hopefully he gets his stuff taken care of. He's a great friend of the channel, and he's got a fairly large podcast. So it's very curious. Hopefully we'll hear what happened, and hopefully it gets fixed. And Neribus, I hope the same for you. Yeah, I'm hoping for the best, bud. Like I said, if you can think of any possible thing that we can try as a group to get it figured out, let me know, and we'll all pile in to help out if we can. And that's for sure. Anyways, folks, God, I wish we could leave you on better news or better situation other than our friends randomly getting their stuff banned. But, you know, it is what it is. But I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I always enjoy my time with you guys. It means a lot to me that you choose to spend your time with me. We will be back tomorrow for more exciting territory battle stuff instead of just the regular old fights. Tomorrow we'll do the Cal Kestis mission. We'll do all sorts of other stuff. Don't forget about your Proving Grounds Ultimate Journey events. Don't forget about that stuff. It's very important. If you have access to it, please take advantage of it. We get Endor Escalation Heroic Battle tomorrow. If you have Leia unlocked, you need to have Leia unlocked to hit this. But that's always fun when that rolls around. And then I will, on Wednesday when this hits, I will, I'll be sure to stream. I can sim it, I think, but I'll stream the harder attempts. And it's one of those things I wish I could play the music, because it plays Duel of the Fates, but I don't want to I don't want to get flagged for copyright and all that other stuff. But anyways, lots of fun stuff coming up, and we'll be back into GAC before you know it, people. First week of 3v3 down, 2 more to go. Yay! All right, my friends. We will catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you need anything, any help, any questions, send me a message here on Twitter. Send me a whisper, I think is what they're called. Whisper me. I'll whisper back, I promise. As soon as I see it, I'll get back to you. And if you need help with anything, let me know. If I can help you, I will. Because I appreciate you being here and want to give back in any way I can. So until tomorrow, guys, take care. Have a good day. Good luck with all your stuff. Hit those events while they're active. I cannot stress that enough. And, yeah, we will catch you tomorrow, folks. And I'm out.